you out there, anyone? Hello, on today's show, welcome back, first of all.
Sure.
On today's show, Cuba, what's next? Deals, last minute save money. We're talking the first time travel to Cuba, Havana, how was it? My personal feelings. We're talking bring questions, let's answer them all. We're talking Portugal, our family trip, so much more on this live stream on a Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Yeah, past my bedtime almost.
Wow. And we've got snow absolutely everywhere.
Uh-huh.
We're saying hello to Nick and Jody. We're saying hello to Nancy in Nova Scotia, Rob.
Neil.
We've got Derek.
Robbie,
We've got
Jody,
David, Sandra,
Kelly,
Corey, 7 Days
Tammy.
in Paradise, Robert Ross,
So many. Corey.
Jesse. Like, hello. How are
Hi.
you? This is so bizarre for a Wednesday.
Wednesday night, but something
Natasha.
different. Something different for us.
Tammy. Oh, we've got so many people, and we've got a lot of questions.
Hi, Cindy.
Because the world kind of did
Hi,
kind of do a backflip right after Christmas, actually. So everyone's kind of wondering what the
What's
heck
going
is
on?
going on.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have coffee.
Oh,
as
let's
I say,
cheersy.
Coffee.
Oh, we're doing coffee. We're tired. We're doing
Cheers.
coffee.
We did a little coffee tonight, and gonna see
Carol.
how this goes.
We're talking to Yuppie, Michelle, Holly. We're
Mhm.
talking to Frank.
Nova Scotia, Saskatoon, Windsor.
We're all over the place.
Oakville, everywhere. I love
Wesley, we're talking to everyone.
it. Santiago de Cuba rum in the coffee.
Okay.
That's fun. Or just in the coffee.
Let's just talk about this for one brief second. Okay.
Really
like,
brief. Is
okay.
this what
No, we're just going to we got to
This
set the
is what I
tone.
think it is.
We went from a hurricane
Oh,
to mosquitoes
yes.
and now to like oil shortages and where's the beef? Where's the food?
Yes.
Like,
And what's going to happen next?
I don't know. Look
for
at my
poor
hair.
Cuba?
I'm sorry.
I know. I just did the same
Oh
thing.
my God.
No, I did shower, guys, and I tried to perk up
Listen.
a little bit.
I just came from Cuba, and Cuba is being thrown under not one bus, but every single bus
Oh, yeah.
that comes at it. And it's the most resilient place.
Yeah.
But my heart goes out to the workers because
the poor things.
I feel personally right now, Cuba's
Hi,
a little
Tom
bit
and
slower,
Sarah.
a little bit slower than typical. It started off with a bang the first kind of
Yeah.
week right after.
Because
And then
is this considered high season?
it's high season, but it's really the shoulder season because everyone just went back to work and everyone got their visa statements. Isn't this like the week?
Yeah.
And everyone's like Blue Monday.
Right. Oh, okay.
Anyway,
That happened.
Cuba's been thrown under the bus and we're just trying to figure it all out for
Yeah.
everyone. And we're going to answer so many questions
Yeah, we
here.
are. Because really, like I was talking to someone today and they were saying to me, is Mike okay? They were in a panic almost. And I was like, well,
people
first
are-
of all, Mike's home. But second of all, Cuba's been going through these trials for years.
Yeah.
It's just the media really hypes it up. And I know there's a lot of other factors involved now, but I know this route. We're just going to stay calm and continue to travel to Cuba until you can't. But I don't even know if that's coming.
I don't know.
Who knows?
We're
We don't
not
know.
that kind of a channel, but what we are is we're just trying to figure out like what's happening. So when people are getting anxiety because their upcoming travel's still
Yeah.
coming, guess what? The buses, the transfers, the
Everything's
airplanes
still
are
happening.
still running. They're still
Normal.
running. I know it's hard to believe when you watch the news. And listen, I'm not being paid to say this. I'm just going from my observation. But right now, I know there's Nick and Jody. They're down at where
are they right now?
Perla Blanca.
Okay.
They're in Santa
Oh,
Maria.
that's right.
Like there's so many people that I've run into down there, and they're just having the same time as they
everyone's having a
typically
great
do.
time. Yeah. I think more than ever, I think we in this group we're probably more generous and taking maybe more items, but
I think a lot more people have compassion too.
And I just think it's really challenging to navigate the media. That's the part
And-
that, in every sense of the word, and in every issue, not just Cuba, in everything that's going on.
Hello
especially
from Bancroft.
politics,
Yeah,
which we don't get into.
No, but we do have to talk about it a little bit because the politics
Mm.
really does affect our upcoming travel.
Hi, Ted.
It really does. And, we just have to really learn how to navigate it.
Mm-hmm.
It's really tough, especially if you're older, you're younger, you've never been to Cuba, and you watch the news when you come home from work and you're like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And it's tough. I will say this. I have a friend. I saw him post
Hi,
something.
Lonnie.
He's kind of works with the government And he's saying that they're trying to do as much as they can to make sure that there's lots of fuel, there's lots of booze, and there's lots of food.
Yeah.
And this is my personal belief. I think they're going to do it because I've been down there for the last 2 weeks, and the food and the drinks, they're doing everything they can. I guarantee you they would rather not make any money and send people home happy than to send people home unhappy. And then next year is a catastrophe for them. So
yeah. And Natalie's saying something I think pretty valid. Like, it might be wise not to book way out right now.
We're going to talk about that.
You just don't
We're
know,
talking
right?
about that. That's in the deals
Hi,
last minute.
Steve's in the house.
Steve from Texas.
I'm glad you're here.
It's so tough. It is. I feel for anyone that's a booking agent, a travel agent, having to deal with this and navigate it, because your life of the pitfalls of Cuba is up and down. It's like, I feel for you.
Yeah.
Because people calling you and saying, what do I do?
Yeah.
Like, how do you navigate that?
Right. And lots of people on the platforms we're on really question Mike when he says things like, I'm not watching the news, I don't keep track. Oh, you should do this. And I'm like, isn't it the best news when Mike's actually there and giving us up-to-date information? Like, he's there. So you're not hearing it from someone who's actually not in Cuba, haven't been there for years, and they've got, they got to get their 2 cents in. Anyway, that's just my rhyme.
The reason I don't watch the news too when I'm away is if you've ever run into me, I'm always kind of working. Like, I'm either on my computer filming, editing, like doing things. Like, my days are busy, and I go home and I edit my room. If you don't see me, people said, oh, we didn't see you last night, because I go to my room. Like, nothing ever good happens after 8 or 9 p.m.
to his room,
and I go work in my room. So
I'm just going to say this is a good idea. Maybe now more than ever, just maybe buy cancellation insurance.
That's what they're suggesting.
Yeah,
because I just saw a few people saying, some of us have to book way out due to connections. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying to or not to. I just read the tea leaves and I see what's going on. When I see extreme deals happening tomorrow, the next day, I know one thing: planes aren't full. Planes aren't full.
You know that.
Like, or there's less planes going.
Can we answer a question? I really like this question.
Sure.
Can you compare your Cuban haircut versus your Turkish haircut?
Well, first of all, I love my Turkish haircut, but the Cuban haircut I got in Havana, this is a fact. This is what happened. So I went the day before.
Hi, Jeff.
And I knocked on the door, and it was 5 o'clock. The guy was closed. I knocked on the window. He opened it up. He goes, I said, okay, what time tomorrow? He goes, be here at 9. And in broken English. So I got there at 10 after 9 because I had to talk with someone at the restaurant that I was filming at. And I got there at 10 after 9. He looked like this at my clock, and he looked at me.
Because you were like, 10 minutes late?
Yeah. I go, oh, I like this guy.
That's something you would do.
Oh, yeah. I had the best time with that guy. I didn't know how it was going to go. And he charged me 1,000 CUP. I think that was like 250. I gave him his 1,000 CUP. Then I gave him the rest of my CUP that I had. And then I gave him, I think I had $7 US. I gave him that as a tip. And then I think I gave him some stuff out of my bag.
Yeah, you did.
The guy was awesome. Like, it was a gem for me to find that place. I'm so happy. And then I filmed it, and then I had people, hey, share for this guy. And I gave him a sticker. He wanted me to put it on his mirror, and it was awesome.
That's fun.
So
such a great experience. I was so happy for both of you, because I was happy to find it. He looked like a gem, that guy.
Anyway, I want to say hello to Tammy. I met her at the oh my god, Grand Aston Kale Paradon. It's her favorite resort. Guess what?
To us a few times today.
It was my favorite resort last year for 2025 for family.
Yeah, that's good.
Top resort.
Totally. Okay, Mike. What were we going to talk about first? What's next? Well, we don't know what's next for Cuba, but we
don't know what's next. But let's just quickly talk and just nail this down. What's happening in Cuba? Planes are coming in. Planes are getting filled up with gas. They're going home. That's a fact. Transfers are full with people going to resorts. The resorts that I were at, none of them were full. I think the first resort I was at Aston Costa Verde, it had 700 guests when I was there. That was the fullest resort.
Big.
I didn't know what to expect when I went there. I had a great time. I met people from my own community, and they've been going there for years. And I said, is this typical of what I'm seeing? And they said, absolutely.
That's cool.
So it's an older resort, 20 years, but they have been going there and they know what to expect. The beach is packed, it's full. The pool is packed, it's full. Older property, dated, some issues like usual, but everyone was having a good time at that resort. So
That's good.
that's what I mean by find resorts that are full. Obviously, there's a
Yeah.
reason, but lower your expectations and go in with your heart, and you'll probably have a great time.
Yeah, we did talk about that a little bit on.
Then the next resort I went to, it was only about 25% occupancy, and it was a bit of a different vibe, actually. And so I was only there for a little short period of time, and then I headed up to Havana. And I wanted to go to Havana and stay in a hotel because I've been dying to do it. I figured out how to get on the flight, bookings.com, cubabooking.com.
That's great.
If you want to get rid of the airlines out of it, and just because, you know, when you have to go
Not
to
deal
the
with-
hotel,
yeah.
the hotel, and then you have to deal with the airline and they charge you like, really? You can go to cubabooking.com. It was about $112.
That's awesome.
I had to get my own way to the airport, figure that out because it wasn't the tourist airport, it was the Cuban airport. Get to Havana and then
That's
get a
awesome.
transfer from there. But you can save some money by going to that site. They're really good if you can find someone that speaks really good English or broken Spanish, broken English.
Or as many people
I
say,
think-
if we would learn Spanish.
Yeah. I think from now on, this is my personal, I'm going to try to use them
Thank
more
you,
often
Earl.
for doing that kind of stuff, especially with private transfers. I could have went from Holguin all the way to Havana, but it was a 12-hour private transfer or a semi-private transfer. And they're nice transfers. It's just 12 hours.
Yeah,
But
that's
the
a long
prices was
time.
going to be really cheap. I can't remember what it was, like $30. I can't remember. 30, 40, $50 US. If you're on a budget,
Yeah,
there you
that's
go.
good.
Or take the flight for the 112.
I think the
and
best
I'm there in
part
an
is
hour.
You've got options, right?
You got
You
options.
can do different things. So
So it opened my eyes to options, not just cabs. So there's other options. And a lot of people on this site have been saying, oh yeah, you
Yeah.
finally figured it out. Eh?
yeah.
But and I did.
Hi, Roy.
And then I had the private transfer, and then
That's
I went
exciting.
to Lagunas Azul. It's an old resort, and that resort is the first resort that's solely
That's right.
managed. I think I said in my video, solely owned. It's not solely owned. The government still owns the facility.
Okay.
The management company comes in and they run it without
Yeah.
the management company,
Paka,
Cuba,
España.
management company, Cuba. They, now it's all management company. They get to say everything, do everything, get their food, hire, fire, do whatever they want.
That's awesome.
And it's the first time in Cuba that's happening.
We'll see how that goes.
I didn't even realize I booked into that resort, but I did. And I had some issues. You guys saw it. I posted it on my Facebook
Yeah, your
page.
room was all right.
But I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I posted it because then I said to the resort, listen, maybe I'll come back in 6 or 7 months and we'll see what kind of progress you're making. Because as travelers, we don't mind if there's issues. We just want to know about them so we can navigate them. And then when we do have issues, how long does it take to get the issues resolved?
Right.
That's always what we want to know. I didn't have a door handle going out to my outside. That got fixed. My safe didn't work. It got fixed. They did get fixed. It took a couple of days. I didn't care.
Now, some
but it did
people
get
will
fixed.
say, did it get fixed because it's you, like finding fish?
Well,
Or
it took
did-
2 days. So
It's not like it happened instantly.
it didn't happen instantly.
Yeah.
2 days. So
And we've talked before. Sometimes
Yeah.
nothing happens for us.
yeah. So, and I was happy I was just happy the way it unfolded because
Yeah.
my room, I showed you my room. My room was tired.
right.
Some of the issues that I had in my room, they just had issues. But then again, I understand what I'm getting into when I go to a 16-year-old property that hasn't been renovated.
right.
So there
I
you
got
go.
it-
I
I got it
posted
on
it,
sides.
and you guys can see the video coming up. And I posted on my finding fish and Mike Fisher. But I did run into a lot of people that have been going there for years, and they have a great time. That's the essence of people that just go with the flow.
Because and that's
Doesn't
also
matter.
Cuban fans. If you love Cuba and you got your own little resort that you love, you keep going back. You love it.
Because you're going with people that you're going to meet up with that love it too.
Yeah.
Instead of negative Nellies coming
That's
in
right.
and wrecking the whole bus.
And you probably know people who work there, and you've gotten to
Oh,
know
they
them
do.
over the years, and
They
you
do.
love going back to see them. We know this. This is what people do. So if someone doesn't like your resort that you always go to, who cares?
Yeah.
You like it.
And that's why I think it's very you have to do a really good job at, just because you don't like it doesn't mean you get to badmouth it.
Exactly.
People have to stop doing that on some of the sites. I don't go to them anymore. I have my own site. We're creating our own site, our own network with our own information, with every single buddy that you see in this live stream that can go to our site and they can put in their positive or negative spin if it didn't work out for them. But I want to keep it like, if you're going to be negative, that's fine. Give me photos, give me dates, give me times for everyone to read.
And, let's be accurate.
And let's be somewhat accurate.
His wife, his name is Nellie. I know this. We've talked to them before. And she's not negative, because you said negative, Nellie. It's just funny.
I did say negative.
You guys, for years, my favorite resort was Flamenco, and people would bash that resort. But like, I didn't love it because I thought it was luxurious or high end. I loved it for the people, and I loved the beach.
And nostalgia. We took our kids there. We took our mom and dads there. We have history there
many, many times. And sometimes was it a little disappointing because they didn't have. Yeah, but I like
disappointing. We went for Christmas dinner. We couldn't even get into it at the buffet. We had to have hot dogs. Jenny cried. That's a fact.
It is a fact. And
we couldn't even get in.
I became Mama Bear that night.
Oh, that was not a good scene.
But did I go back after that? Yes, I did.
Did we badmouth it? Absolutely not.
No.
Were we disappointed? Yeah, we were.
I was disappointed.
We were multi-time guests. We've been there 10 times.
Yeah, it just didn't go the way we wanted to. It was also during COVID, and I got over it, and I went back.
We did.
Anyway,
we probably had about 16 rums. We got over it. Who knows?
I didn't for sure, but
no, we probably
okay.
did.
Our next topic is deals.
Yeah. Last minute saving money. Guess what? Money.
This is your new photo of the day kind of idea.
Yeah, I've been doing this on my website too. Listen, I didn't think we'd ever see it when we would get last minute deals now, and I'm starting to see it. That's part of what's happening right now in the culture that we're living in, where people are just canceling because they're not feeling good about going, and they have the insurance, so they're taking the insurance. They're saying, "See, I'm not going to do it."
And then
that opens up some seats for someone else to hop on and get the deal for $695, going to KO Paradon that I posted yesterday, and then going to White Sands tomorrow for $759 with a free upgrade to premium. That's a deal. Now, someone was saying in here that there might be glitches. There's only going to be a glitch if you see those letters come up once you put it in and you want to book it and you get all the letters. That means there's three.
Sold out, or
there's probably less than 2 or 3 seats left on the plane. You have to call.
Yeah.
And that's why that's what happens.
Okay.
So I doubt it's a glitch. I've done this for years. You have to call in, talk to someone. If you can get the last 1 or 2 or 3 seats, you're good to go. But that's what happens with the seat sale. Don't think there's 10 seats left and you can wait for 2 days.
Someone earlier in the chat wanted to know if you still have your resort bracelet. He does.
Oh, yeah.
And Mike and I did not have a great drive home after I picked him up.
Oh my God, nightmare.
Worst drive of our life.
Well,
and so we've just been recovering, to be honest. And so the bracelet's still there. Normally I'm like, cut that off.
Oh my God, I got a whole drawer of bracelets.
Yeah.
Listen, I knew there's a big storm in Canada. So I go and talk to the rep. I said, listen, what time we go to the airport? I said, the flight's delayed. She goes, well, we still need to go. I said, okay, so we're going to go to the airport for 4 hours. She goes, if it goes to 1 more hour, we won't send you. We get on the bus, we get there, flight's delayed to midnight, 3 hours. You know, that's what upsets people. It's the clarity and it's the transparency. You knew that. Just should have kept us at the resort.
At the resort. I think I knew it and was sending you messages already, right? But
I didn't post anything negative about it, but in my stomach, I'm thinking, really? Like, you're talking to the wrong guy about this too, because one day I'm just going to take a photo and show. Like, don't do that to people. If you know the flight's going to be 3 hours delayed, which
I already at the resort where you can leave at the resort. But
like, come on. What, it's going to cost you $60 in food? Yes. Like, whatever, like hamburgers. Anyway,
I don't even know hamburgers. Maybe ham and cheese.
Maybe.
Okay, Havana. You've talked a little bit.
No, we're talking first timers to Cuba.
Oh, and we've got some first timers in here. Someone said their first time going. Our videos have been really helpful. I'm sorry if I didn't catch it, but they're going in March. And if you're a first timer.
Wow.
Amazing.
That's a deal. You should talk about that.
We're happy for you.
If you're a first timer, I've been posting this on my Facebooks. I would go try to look at the top sellers. If you go to the one website that I always use, it's Trip Central. On the one column, it shows you a little it's a cup a gold cup. And you
Oh.
click on it. That means it's a top seller.
Right.
Top sellers just means, listen, and when you see the difference between a 4-star and a 4.5 or a 3.5 star and a 4, and like the other day I saw, and I'm not bad mouthing Solimar. I saw Solimar for 700 and I saw a
Yes,
Blau
amazing.
for 750. If you're not going to Blau for the extra $50,
Yeah.
I don't know what you're thinking, because
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about for first timers.
Now, sometimes like be mindful of budget. Sometimes that's like I make it or break
No.
it. If
This is what I'm going to tell you right now.
do it.
This is an investment in your happiness. Go and spend the extra $50 or $60 per person
And don't
for
have
a week.
Starbucks for the month.
Don't do Starbucks. Listen, you're going to have a different quality experience right now when you can get a deal on a resort like the White Sands for $760 for 7 days, or go to a place that's like really, that's going to be a 3.5 star and they're going to have no budget for food.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
I'm just saying right now, I've learned a lot. I paid to go to Laguna Azul. I bought it before Christmas because I didn't know what was going to happen when I got home from Christmas. I paid I paid $925 for that. I was running into people that were coming for $650.
Yeah.
For $650, how could you complain?
Yeah, we had a 7-hour delay at the Verdero
So
airport.
anyway, I just saw someone going by. Someone was going to Cayo Largo for $695 next week. Good on you. That's a deal.
Yeah.
If you go and they didn't even have food, I would still be like, this is excellent, because you're going to two of the top beaches in all of Cuba, Serenas, and you're going to be going to Paradise. Those are the two top.
They're incredible beaches.
Two top. So take a cab, walk, get there, go see it, take photos, and send me one. I want to see it.
Yeah, it's so true. Jojo's saying skip 2 beers at the airport and pay the extra $50, because 2 beers at the airport would be about $50 in Toronto.
I did the math.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Let me get this hair off your back.
Thank you.
If you gave up coffee, 2 coffees a day is $5 at the Timmy's. If you gave that up for 5 days and you did that for 50 weeks of the whole year and just make your own coffee, you're going to save $1,250.
Whoa.
$1,250 gets you a cheap getaway to Cuba. And it didn't cost you anything because you saved the money on coffee.
And guys, making your own coffee is so much better. I'm like in another life, I was a barista. I love making coffee. I wanted to say, Mike, someone in here.
Skip the 2 beers at the airport.
No, it was, have you gone to, sorry, we're going to get to that, aren't we?
Portugal. 2 beers at the airport now, they're probably 20 each. I'm going to be honest with you right now, plus a tax, plus tip. If at the Toronto.
Yeah, which
is crazy. Do you use the VIP lounge in Cayo Coco? I never do. No. And I just ran into a subscriber that came up after we were sitting at the VIP lounge in Verdero. The guy was so disappointed. He's like, I paid for that. And then he sat beside me and hung out with me.
Yeah, we've never paid.
I don't pay for that.
We've never paid for a lounge in another country. We only use lounges when we're flying out.
I use the lounge a lot because I have it attached to
American Express
our American Express card. So I get unlimited lounges. It works out for me because I have to pay the big price for the American Express, but I'm at the airport every week. So if I go by myself and I want to have a meal, let's just say it's $20. That's $80 a month.
True,
if I go with Jenny and we go and have 2 drinks and some meals, let's just say it's $50-$60. Like I'm saving, like for me, I get my money out of it.
Yeah,
okay?
You do.
That's why I'm
there all the time.
I'm there all the time.
When we talk about Portugal, let's talk about their VIP lounge that we tried to go to. The lineup was like,
and then we get there, they don't even have VIP. They don't even have an Amex lounge. I'm like, really?
That was the busiest airport I have been to in a long time.
Okay. Anchinoches, best speech. Absolutely. Agree with you. You're right. Save 2 beers at the YYZ airport. Yeah, that's from William.
William's here.
No, so someone just went to the Cayo Coco VIP, no beer and no mix, no wine. See, it's a bummer. You're paying $40 probably, eh?
Yeah.
White Sands for you guys. You got the White Sands for $635 for February.
Amazing.
Cheryl,
that's amazing.
Cheryl, that's a deal of a century.
Awesome.
That's a deal.
What's the best coffee to bring back?
It's the one in the brown bag.
No.
Is it Serena? I think it's Serena.
Serena coffee, but it's really expensive.
It's expensive. So at the airport for the big bag US, it's $25. But if you want to pay in cash, Canadian, they work it out to almost 45.
45
They jack
bucks.
it up.
We
So
haven't
passed.
brought coffee home in a few trips
No,
now.
coffee's gone through the roof in Cuba.
Yeah.
Grand Muthu Ensenada is there. Nightly entertainment there was when I was there. I think it was almost not every night, but every other night. It's a very quiet resort. When I was there, there's only 200 people. Brand new resort.
That's awesome.
Beautiful pools. If you're older, and if you have young kids, it's really easy to navigate. The pools, everything's centrally located. It's just, I think people were having a hard time with the beach. It's not the Cayo Coco white sand. It's not the Santa Maria white sand. It's a bit of a darker water, all natural. They have a hard time keeping up with the seaweed and the garbage coming in. They're always raking it. So I think people were disappointed, but listen, man, I gave those workers money. They raked their butts off. Like, I felt bad for them.
That's a lot.
They got her dialed in like 2 or 3 days when I was there. But listen, I was on the beach one day by myself, not a soul on that beach. And if you're going there, you're getting cheap and cheerful, and just go with the flow.
Okay.
Great people there.
Couple questions. My wife and I honeymoon first time to Cuba. We're going to Memories
Hibacoa.
Have you heard any? But
No.
I never hear anything negative about Hibacoa.
And I run into people all the time.
I always hear that the
people
food
love
is
Hibacoa.
always great. I love Hibacoa.
But it's an older resort.
We're going to have a great time there.
Great staff. The staff's been there for 30 years. Listen, don't look for the negative. Look for the positive.
It's going to be awesome.
You're going to have a good time. A lot of people have a good time.
Italian there is amazing.
Yes.
Do you prefer ocean view or pool view, and why? I prefer ocean view.
This is my personal opinion. I want a view that I don't have noise, because the last 3 or 4 resorts, I've been staying in the area where the noise has been coming, and
mostly that tends to be pool or garden.
No, I did the garden at the Lagunas, but my view was onto the theater. So I had the theater view. So it went to midnight.
Noise.
When I was in Ensenada, I think I was over the 24-hour, so I could hear the party there too. It's just like, okay.
I like hearing the ocean and the waves.
I want the ocean. Waves are quiet.
Yeah, or quiet. Anything quiet.
Grand Aston Veradero. I've never been there. Sorry, haven't heard. Yeah, like I think it's because the reason Veradero, Grand Aston Veradero, is because it's on the other side of everything. And it's that one in Selectum. So for me, it's not going to be probably on my bucket, because I'm off the strip. Like, if I'm going to Cuba, I'm actually going because I want to see a beach.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't know if I'm going to hit it up. If it's extremely cheap, I might go for a 3-day.
Yeah.
But it's not on my radar.
Someone's saying, where would you celebrate a wedding anniversary? Well, we went to...
Let's talk budget.
The swim out pool.
Do the Royalton. Like, if you got a budget, go to Santa Maria Royalton. If you've got a budget, go to the, where did we go? Coral Level Esmeralda.
Yeah.
Go to Coral Level Ensenachos.
Yeah. Any of those.
Those are
or
awesome.
Hibacoa. Because
go to Hibacoa.
I love all
you
those
can do
places.
Blau. You can go to Las America.
And you
go to the level.
Amelia Cayo Coco.
Amelia Cayo Coco. Oh, Amelia Cayo Coco was awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of people here.
I haven't been there in a long time.
Ted Shaughnessy, all kinds of people loved it there. And so did I. I hadn't been there in 15 years. It was nice. Older resort, dated, easy to navigate, good food quality. That's why it's expensive, because people book it and it's busy. So they can get the money.
That's great. Ted's sharing his Amelia Cayo Coco. He's going for 28 days.
So Amelia Cayo Coco right there, guys. So Ted Shaughnessy, he's booking it for 28 days.
He's an expert on that.
So if you're thinking about it, well, here's a guy that goes to Cuba all the time. He's going for 28 days. He's not going to kick the tires for 28 days.
No. And
he knows exactly what he's getting into.
Hibacoa is awesome if you're active. There's so much to do there.
Well, Hibacoa, you can go climb the mountain.
Hiking, climb the mountain.
They have a tennis court with it. They have a tennis pro there. You've got snorkeling out front. You can learn how to dive.
Yeah, there's so much to do.
They've got a spa there, and you can go right into Havana. You can rent a car, and you can get someone to take you in there.
And scuba lessons right there. You can get qualified, I think, even. Wow.
So it's really active.
I like it. Okay, what was next on our little list, babe?
Perla Blanca. Oh, what's this here? We love Perla Blanca. Someone was asking me about Perla Blanca. Okay, Nick and Jody. Now, Jody is a travel rep. She is down there right now. So just heard, if you're listening, give us the update here on what's the food qualities like and what's going on at Perla Blanca, because people have been asking me about that.
Okay.
Now, I think they told me earlier that I think the occupancy was around 40% or less. So I don't know, but Just Heart, we like the Valentine Perla Blanca. Was it busy? And how was the food quality? There we go. We're getting a live update right now, folks.
We're getting live update. It's perfect.
Going to Sol Palmares next week. People love that place. It's really well priced, and it's a good family resort.
Yeah. Okay.
Day trip Havana from Hibico is easy. Absolutely, it is.
Cayo Largo is now back available out of
Going
Toronto.
to Emilia Veradero for golf and food. That's it. Yeah, it's awesome. Solid.
Okay. Lots of great things happening in the chat.
You know,
are we going back to Cayo Largo if we could?
Yeah, we will. We missed it because it opened up and it sold out.
Someone's saying it's back. I don't know if it is.
It's back from Toronto.
So maybe we will. We loved it there, and I would love to go back to those beaches.
Yeah, I want to go check it out for sure. But we're going to have people, hopefully we can get some feedback from them when they get home from their trips. Tammy Niles right now, as my friends are from the Grand Aston, are asking for sweaters at the moment. There's a cold and windy. I heard there was a cold front coming into Cuba.
Yeah,
I heard that.
Sorry, and someone earlier in the chat was asking where they can get merch. We're sold out of merch right now, and we're sold out of beach bags.
We're sold out of everything except for sticker packs.
Just have stickers
because we were away for so long.
Yeah.
When I was away the first week, I had to put a toque on. And I had to wear a hoodie in the morning. I think it was 17 or 19 degrees, but I've been to Cuba when it was 12. That's cold. I know we don't expect it, but cold fronts come in, and I think there's a great big cold front going through the States next week. So they could get some really vicious winds. And I was showing Havana how windy it was some of those days. It was windy.
Yeah. Someone's saying you need burger and mustard shirts.
Yes.
Yes, we do. I know. Our kids say we need a lot of things.
Okay, so that's kind of it for first-time travelers. Let's talk about Havana. Okay, yeah. Havana. I went back to Havana. I stayed at a hotel. Now I was wanting to figure out where could I go, have a little bit of a getaway that had pools, but then I could go into town. And it's hard because I've seen all those hotels that are in town. There's no pools. The one does have a pool. It's on the roof. I can't remember the name. I want to say it's an Iberostar, but it's expensive. It can be very pricey. So I went to the Motu, and I'm going to tell you right now, they had 3 pools.
Yeah.
You get the buffet breakfast, which was awesome because you could either go into Havana for lunch or you could skip a meal because you can eat, the food quality was great, and they had great coffee, and you can go into Havana. The hop on, hop off bus in Havana is $10 US. People are thinking, well, that's probably pricey. It's well worth the money because they do a huge loop. And
what a great way to see a city.
You can do the first loop on the bus so you can see the city and you can see where you're going to get dropped off.
Yeah.
Then get dropped off and then make sure you get picked up and you get dropped off by your resort. And listen, if it's not going close to your resort, or you tell them your resort, they'll drop you right off as close as they can.
Because it's a big city.
Massive.
And easy to get lost.
Massive. And you will get lost. And that's the fun of it.
Yeah, yeah.
I walked 26 kilometers in 2 days in deck shoes because I forgot my running shoes at home. That was like a first time mistake.
Because he left in your Blundstone.
I went in my winter boots on the plane, and I got there. I'm like, I have winter freaking boots. How the hell am I going to walk around Havana?
So he wore one of those deck shoes.
Okay, so let's talk about Havana. So,
love the bus.
It was business as usual there. It wasn't as busy as it was when my brother and I were there in November. I'm going to be totally honest with you. The hotel only had about 200 guests. I think I was the only Canadian.
You said a lot of them were from.
They're from China, and they were also from They're from Asia, and they were from Turkey. A lot of Turkish planes coming in.
That's what.
And I met some amazing Turkish people. Had great conversations with them, and the resort was busy with international travelers, which was really cool.
That's lovely.
And they left
Good for Cuba.
Right after breakfast. The buses filled up.
They go to see everything.
They saw it all. Not a soul for lunch.
Yeah.
And I was only back there a few times working. There wasn't one person at the pool during the day. They're all gone.
Yeah.
But the pools were clean. They have a sauna, spa.
They had a great gym.
They had a great gym.
Great view from the gym.
And they had good food. They had 3 chefs there, one from China, one from Mexico, and one from India to specialize in food.
Yeah.
And they did a great job. And the food prices, I posted the menu. The food prices were actually reasonable, cheap.
Yep.
Really
and you
cheap.
said it was delish.
And it was perfect. It was great food.
Okay.
But the buffet was so big in the morning, like I didn't even eat till like later.
Yeah.
And no European ever sat. They always like, no, we don't come here. We don't eat lunch. We eat dinner. Breakfast, dinner.
Breakfast, dinner.
So if you're going to Havana, it's well worth going in and checking it out. That's my personal opinion. It's crumbling, it's decaying. There's beautiful parts too, but it's really interesting in seeing the decaying parts because the structures are so amazing. And if anyone can ever buy it, you go in there in a heartbeat and get someone to fix it up.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Someone had chicken wings tonight at Memories Flamenco.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. We used to get wings at the snack bar, remember?
That was excellent.
And
That's
I love
nice.
That. Tammy Niles, Jen, you must go to the gym.
I would never imagine the price drop. I would have saved $700 if I waited. I know that's just the way it goes.
Tough one.
We've all been there too. So don't ever think, the hop on, hop off bus Veradero take Canadian. I asked last time when I was there. I think they want American or euros.
Is it American fiver?
Okay. Or it's really hard sometimes. Like even in Havana, they really didn't want to take the cash. They wanted a credit card. I'm like, dude, I didn't bring a credit card.
Yeah. What about?
I do want to mention.
Someone is asking, were there a lot of Russians at the resorts?
No.
And they were. There were a ton when we were traveling
in Hogan
last year, even.
No, in Hogan, Aston, no, and then at Ensenada, it was a lot of Ontario and people from Quebec, and then Havana. Like I said, it was just everyone was from Turkey in Asia.
Someone is saying Park Central might be the name of that hotel you were thinking of.
Oh, maybe
in Havana.
Oh, it's awesome if it is. It's beautiful. It's absolutely. You would think you're in New York City. Okay. And I want to say this because I had some really good conversations with a lot of resort managers. Especially I was invited to go to the Esmeralda. Is it called Esmeralda? No, it starts with an A. Sorry. It's also in Hogan. It's in Guadalajara. It's a Mutu. Someone tell me what it is.
Someone will think of it.
But what I want to say is food right now, they are doing everything to bring it in. And I don't mind it. I'll ask managers point blank. And general managers, how's the food situation? How you guys doing? I was told they bring all for the Mutu. It comes in from Portugal, and they also bring in. I believe they bring in a lot of things from Europe, like their cheeses and everything is all brought in. Their spices, and they don't deal in hundreds of kilos. They deal in 1,000 kilos. These places are well organized, like structured facilities.
Is that the place?
Yes.
How do you say that?
Almirante? Almirante. I was talking with the guy that runs Almirante, and that guy, he's Italian, I believe. He's a fantastic fellow. And we had good conversations. And he just told me straight up, like every 2 days, he's looking for food. So when people say, they're not putting all the food out, they're putting everything out that they have. Like Almirante had 800 people, and people saw me, lots of subscribers saw me, lots of fans saw me, and they'll attest to this. The food quality there was excellent. Right. If you say you go into that place and you're not getting food, like I don't know what day you were there, but
that's good, Ted.
It was amazing. Okay.
I love that. Ted says, secret to vacation happiness: book at a price you can afford and then stop looking at the prices. I'm good at that. 100%. I stop looking. Yeah. Once I've booked something, I don't need to see the price drop or a flight.
It's not like when you go to McDonald's and then all of a sudden you get the coupons when you get home. Like I could have saved $1.99.
Yeah, no.
That's like everything in life. Once you book it and you press enter, don't even look at the reviews anymore.
Hello, England.
Just go.
Our favorite spot.
Southampton.
I love it.
So
welcome.
That's what we were talking about, the food. I think we were going on about that.
Now we also are going to do my personal feeling. What were we talking about? Mike and I had a good brainstorm.
Well, let's save that to the end.
Okay.
Because it's going to be like what the upcoming travel is about Cuba.
Yeah. And travel in general.
Yeah. Like now we want to scour through any of these, and we really want to ask, like, anyone have the questions, because I was trying to answer them as I was going.
It's hard for us to see them once they go up, but I feel like we caught quite a few of them. Is it true that most resorts have a Cuban manager and then a manager from Spain or Mexico? Usually.
So let's just talk about this, except for the brand new one that just opened.
Right.
This is the difference. Every single resort has a mirrored management system, they call it. You're a head honcho from Almirante, you're a head honcho from Cuba, and it goes down the food and beverage all the way down. There's a mirrored system. That's why this resort that I went to, Lagunas Azul, there's no mirrored system. One system. That's it.
Okay.
They put it in place. The head honchos fly over. I believe they're coming from, I want to say Italy. It's an Italian company. They're running it. And that's the way the system's going to run. So that's why I said I want to go back in 6 months, because I wanted to see
you want to
how
see
the improvements were going to go. And I know that they're going to do something, because they're going to have to, because this is going to be in the spotlight. Like, people are going to want to say, hey, you guys said you're going to do some stuff. Let's see it.
Yeah.
So, and I hope they do. I hope they can pull it off.
Why do you have the London Underground behind you? Well, it's because it's our Mike's favorite spot.
I love it.
We love it.
I love England. I love going
We've
to
got
England.
some good England videos. Check them
Yeah,
out.
my forefathers are all from England.
I went to university in England.
Yeah, so all my dad, my mom, I like to go there. Like, when I go there, it's like almost like I think I'm going home. Kind of, it's so bizarre.
Mike belongs there. He loves it there. Anyway,
but it's expensive, like with the Canadian dollar.
It's expensive, and we might not get there this year. Well, maybe you will. I don't know.
Yeah, I've got something I have to do over there, so I will be making it back. I have something I have to do.
Oh, goodness.
You know what it is.
Do I? Okay.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay, let's talk about our family trip to Portugal. Ooh. Earlier in the chat, people said, did you make it to Portugal? Are you back from Portugal? Have you gone to Portugal yet? So we did go to Portugal, and I had the flu before we left, so it was a little dicey. But you want me what? You
take it.
Okay, well, I will. I think we had a fantastic family trip. And, I was a little nervous. Our kids are all adults, 5 adults in a tiny little Portuguese apartment.
It wasn't tiny.
Well, not tiny, but you're in one space, right? And then 5 adults trying to make decisions every day. And it actually went so smooth.
It did.
Like, we just got into this great little routine. Whoever got up in the morning went for coffee. Usually Mike was first, and then
Evie.
We all knew where to find you.
Yeah.
We all then would hook up and have our coffee and
it was cool.
pastries. Yeah. It was cool.
It was cool. So some days we needed toques and we needed a heavy jacket.
And cozies. And then
let's talk about the Airbnb.
The Airbnb, I think I did a great job.
Who picked it? You or Evie?
Well, I think Evie picked the area. I don't know. Between the kids and I, Mike was away. We navigated and found this great 3-bedroom, had a kitchen, had a little living room. And it, when you're finding your place, your Airbnb in Portugal, you got this great door and stairs and key, like an old-fashioned key.
Yeah. Let's talk about the mattress.
Everything was amazing except our bedroom mattress.
Oh my God. Listen, if there was an IKEA down the road, honest to gosh, I would have gotten a mattress.
Yeah, he was looking
and donated it.
If there was a Costco, Mike would have ordered one. Anyway, that was a little disappointing.
Yeah.
I got over it.
My back was a mess. Listen, I've slept on some bad mattresses in my lifetime. This was by far the second worst. Second worst.
First was Malia Keokoko 20 years ago.
No, Bangkok.
Oh,
okay, but whatever.
Different.
No. Anyway, it was terrible. But guess what? We sucked it up. Jenny and I would look at each other in the morning and say, what the? Our backs.
Like, my hips were bruised.
Oh, so was mine.
Like, from turning the... Anyway, we had this great little living room. It could have used some better, I think, couches. Like, it was all right. It was a sitting area. Yeah. We played some great chess games.
Yeah. We had a good time. Our kids loved it. So guess what? We sucked it up. And we just went with it because the kids loved
whatever
it.
They kind of wanted to do, we did. We watched the sunset every night.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
Now, listen, when you go to a country and you're going over Christmas and you're going to get there the 24th, we try to get a few things for Christmas Day. That didn't really pan out. So we had to go out for Christmas Day.
Oh, yeah.
And if you go to a touristy place, there's nothing open.
The kids found the bougiest place possible. For a drink. But it was gorgeous.
It was gorgeous.
And if any of you
and our coffee was gorgeous.
Anyway, someone said
it was fun. It was a really good time.
Love seeing you together. Oh, no, the tacos. Yes, thank you if you see us on Facebook, we got lots of pics, but the tacos look so good. We went to that taco place 3 nights. Didn't we?
No, twice, babe.
Twice. Oh, sorry.
Now, the only reason we went to the taco place is because our kids would find these Instagrammable places that you have to go to.
And TikTok, right?
And TikTok.
So they'd be like, gotta go.
Sure, let's go. And some places were super expensive, and then some places were dirt cheap.
Yeah.
So
we had a mixture. We had a real good mixture. The taco place was located at, if you could say, the
Oh my
very
gosh.
bottom
Of the hill, of the
where
mountain.
we were. Okay, so I have a funny story, and I'll do
Oh,
it
that's
really
crazy.
quick. But we were watching the sunset, and then this was a happy hour for the taco place.
Yeah.
So you have to get in line, or you're going to miss out. So the walk down is not too bad, but
like-
it's you know,
way down.
it's way down. The walk up
In the dark.
pitch black. You got to get your phone out to light it up. It was a workout. So
Oh yeah,
of
coming
course
up
you're
that.
coming back up, and it's like, and you've just had your dinner. Anyway,
The streets are wet.
it's
It's crazy.
if you've been to Lisbon, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, we had a good
We had a
laugh.
good time.
We had some good chuckles, and it was a lot of fun. So we would do it again in a heartbeat. There was no regrets. It was so much fun.
No, yeah, 100%.
Had a good
One of
time.
the best holidays we've ever had.
Yeah.
Not ever. There was a great
We've had
holiday.
some great holidays, but it's up there.
Yeah.
It is up there, and it just
Now we made one mistake.
What did we do?
Oh no, we made a few. I don't know who booked the airplane tickets. I did. But don't we get on the airplane? There's no food. There's no booze. I'm like, what do you mean there's no drinks?
No,
Oh no,
nothing.
you can get a drink. It's gonna cost you. I'm like, well, how much is a coffee? €3.
Oh, not even
Okay.
like not ever.
How much is a beer? Oh my gosh! So you're gonna spend about €200 on meals flying over there.
We didn't do the. I was not feeling well on the flight there. I slept the whole way.
Yeah.
And we had a little stopover. I love
And the Azores.
And the Azores. What a great little place.
That was cool.
It's really cool. But yeah, I didn't know about the flights. Lately I've been booking.
You got to look for that little meal
Guys,
thing. Like, oh yeah, we're getting a deal. Well,
I'm getting better at booking and then just telling Mike what we're doing.
Yeah. I didn't touch one thing. They booked everything.
We booked everything.
So for me, it was a surprise.
We just said, Mike, this is what we're doing for Christmas.
Like, oh, okay. Where are we going for Christmas dinner? Okay.
He's a good sport. And that's going to continue to happen, I think. My wife and I are taking our young adult kids to Memories Carib. Hey, I just had a friend do that.
Yeah.
They had a fabulous time. I
time.
just talked to her. She took her 2 adult sons, teenagers around 19 and 20.
Anything for our kids, absolutely.
They had so much fun. You're going to have a great time there.
You know what? That beach is really special. It's beautiful. If you know, it's just like a lot of people have a good time there. There's a couple of spots there where they're having some water issues, and a couple of the bungalows. Just figure that out quickly.
Yeah.
And
because we had mixed reviews, but like my friend has been there a few times. She had a great time.
Yeah, if you're a Cuba experienced traveler, you go. It's not even an issue.
No.
If you're a first timer and you don't have water for an hour, that might bother you.
Yes. No, we haven't been to Porto. We will eventually get to Porto.
Yes.
We've been to Lisbon about 3 times now.
Thoughts on Grand Aston Las Brujas? Haven't been there in a few years, probably 3 to 4 now. But I'm going to say this about Aston Properties right now. They're nailing it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I haven't been there, but I'm just saying Aston as a company
is nailing it.
They're doing a really good job.
And the
Melias are great. Like they're just knocking it out.
They're doing a great job too.
And so I went to an Iberostar. I was at that Iberostar. So I've been to a few Iberostars last year, and they weren't really doing anything for me because the Melias were just doing such a better job. So the Iberostars know they have major competition, and they just need to bring up their food quality and consistency a bit. Because if not, you go to Melias and you're going to have great food.
Yeah. People are putting in specific resorts and just saying, what do you think? What do you think? I think on here, everyone has said pretty positive things about most of these resorts already.
Hi, guys, going to Blau tomorrow. How do you think things look? I just ran
Blau.
into people at Blau at the airport on whenever I flew home a couple days ago. They loved it. They had a great time.
Yeah, so if you've been there, answer these people. It's great. I want to talk about William Bill McCormick. He's saying, Mike, rule number 1, remember the wife is always right.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it's right. It's right. It's just what's it going to cost?
I'm just teasing. Mike is actually usually always right. I'm not. But when it comes to booking lately, I'm nailing it.
I book a lot of stuff.
I'm nailing it.
And I book a lot of flights. And I can scrutinize. I can go in. I know how to navigate really, really well. That's what I do for my life.
He's pretty good at it.
And I know how to get airplanes. And I know how to get food on airplanes.
But I'm learning. And you got to learn, right? The learning curve. You got to learn by experience. So I'm learning how to book things. I'm learning how to look for deals. I'm not as good at
no, it's okay. Remember when we went to Ireland we flew Air Ireland.
Yes.
And we got food and there was no drinks. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is like, we're going to Ireland. Oh no, you have to pay for the drinks. It's like, there's nothing that wrecks my buzz more. They're like, come on.
Yeah.
I'm going to be flying for 7 hours. Can I have a Guinness?
Oh, look at
Anyway.
Hey, Mike and Jen. This is Jen and Mike. Great names. Favorite resort in Holguin? Mike, what's your favorite?
Oh, come on. Paradisus, Rio de Oro. I love that place.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a solid resort. People are loving that one.
Yeah. It's not -20.
You know, people are loving that resort.
It's true.
Right now, I think the top sellers, the higher star classes are nailing it. And I think they need to keep nailing it because there's a lot of pressure out there. I've seen a couple of little, I think there was a Sunwing VP that came on. I saw him on my computer the other day talking about what they need to do. Maybe people take the travel insurance, but they're reassuring people that there's going to be fuel. When you have top guys constantly coming out and talking about fuel, listen, if there is a problem with fuel, they've just lost all credibility. So I think you have to believe. Right now, you have to believe until you've been proven wrong.
That's right.
And I think with food, and let's just go into my personal thoughts. I think with food, this is what I'm seeing. They're going to do everything to keep people happy. They have to. Like, they've got the hurricane, they had the mosquito, now they've got this oil issue and things going on in the Caribbean. They are backed into a corner and they know this and they have to listen. The prices are coming down. That means future travel budgets are going to diminish. Right now, they're feeding their budgets are coming still from Christmas, right? Yeah. So they have lots of money for budgets. Those budgets now are going to, for the next few months, are going to be tighter.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the next 2 or 3 months look like in, say, April, May, and June. And I think that's why people are not booking out, because you don't know, right?
Yeah.
So.
And I think we also have to be super mindful of the scare tactics in media. And you guys all know this. We talked about it at the beginning. But
fear sells.
It's just.
Fear keeps you glued on longer. Yeah. It sells, right?
And always be mindful of the source. I always say that to kids, what's the source? Where did you hear that information? Because if it's not a solid person who understands Cuba in this chat, good sources, just be careful. Navigate the information because it's likely not true. Unfortunately, it's just likely not true.
And you know what? I'm going to say this about food. Like, when I was at all the places, we had some great buffets. And then 2 or 3 days later, we just had a typical buffet.
Yeah.
And that's why I took pictures of all the buffets. There was a great one on gala night. They had lobster. I didn't even get a lobster. I waited in line. There was no lobster.
No lobster.
And I was fine with it.
For someone who's not used to that, that would throw them. But if
get in line early for buffets. I've been saying it in all the videos. Get in line early.
Greetings from Argentina.
Hello, Argentina.
Good. There was something in there I was going to answer, and it was about the 48 hours. If you book last minute, something about getting the form in. You can do that Cuba form whenever.
You can do it. You can do it right. I've done it right.
Right in the line.
Right in the line.
Yeah.
They'll make sure you have it. They can give you the QR code. It's easy to fill out.
Don't worry about that.
Oh, people were asking me because I canceled my flight home, stayed for an extra duration, and I didn't have any more of the form. That was interesting because I was thinking, because I was wondering, am I going to be okay? And then when I canceled my flight to go home, and then I wasn't taking my Sunwing flight to come back, was Sunwing going to cancel me thinking I'm a no-show? So I did speak with the Sunwing rep down there, and they looked after it. It was fine. I have to say it worked out, but you don't have to worry about the form if you're staying longer. It just, for some reason, they know where you are. They have your passport.
They do.
And they put you in.
Yeah.
So don't worry about that.
Yeah. I just wanted to say, unlinked student from the Shetland Islands.
Oh, that's awesome.
Shetland Isles.
Shetland Islands. Our daughter loves the Shetland show.
I watch it, the Shetland show.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
I would love to see the Brits and anyone from that vicinity start coming back
to Cuba.
You
ran into some early in the fall.
I did. I ran into Terry. He was from London.
Yeah.
We had a great conversation. I love running into people from that area. They just have a good sense of humor, and they don't give a shit, and they go with the flow. And that's why I really enjoy them. and you can sit around and have a few beers with them, and you hear great stories.
Was it crazy expensive to stay longer for you, Mike?
No, because listen, I already pre-booked the other trip, and I gave up 3 of the 7 days. So I gave up that. You got
to go to Havana.
To go to Havana, I had the extra flight. So the flight was $112. I had the $30 transfers. I had some taxis, and then I got a deal on the Mutu. And I actually talked with the sales manager, and they said, "Listen, if you come by yourself in high season, we can. If you deal directly with the company, they'll give it to you around 80 to 90 US per night. And if you come with 2 people, it's about 120. But if you come in low season, you can get it down to as low as $56 a night, and that includes breakfast. So it's a deal. You just have to be able to figure out who to talk to, and that takes time, and it just takes talking to the right people, and it's navigating that takes time. But Cuba, and I don't listen, I'm not associated with cubabookings.com at all.
No.
But I do know Alexi. He works for them. He used to work at Paradisius Rio de Oro. He's a good lad.
Good lad.
These people will look after you. They'll get you transfers. They'll send you into the Tropicana. They'll get you a flight, and they're going to be a lot less than dealing with, I don't want to name the airlines from Canada, but you can cut them out and you'll save probably $50.
Totally. I got to respond to Neon Guy because he says about Malia Keokoko, the beds are fine. I know they are.
No,
Mike has been back.
This is 15 years ago when we first went.
Longer than 15 years ago. And the beds weren't great. They've been
18
replaced.
Years ago.
It was a long while ago. And a lot of the beds were like that in Cuba back then. They've replaced them. Things are much better.
Okay, listen, this guy's he's coming from England. Mike, we're going to in March to Playa Vista Azul, he's flying from Gatwick. Is that Gatwick? To Madrid, to Havana, Air Europea. That's awesome, dude.
Amazing.
Good for you, man.
Awesome. Good for you.
Good for you.
Are you fluent in Spanish, or do you use Google Translate? We use Google Translate.
Yeah.
We are not Spanish.
No, and when I was at the Terminal 1 flying to Havana, that's a Cuban terminal. There was no There was no English. Had some serious problems where they had to make some phone calls because they didn't have my booking, and the plane's leaving in 15 minutes.
They almost didn't let them get on it.
And I wasn't getting on the flight. I'm like, this is booked. They're like, we don't have your booking. We can't find it.
Yeah.
They had to make a bunch of phone calls, and they finally found it. The plane was taken off.
Yeah.
I was almost shit out of luck on that.
2 things. I love it. Someone said, "Where's Roscoe?" And actually, Roscoe came in and did a little tour, and I was going to say, "Hey, here's Roscoe," but he was so well behaved, and then he just left. So he's with the kids. He wouldn't be down here if the kids are available. And there was something else on here I was going to say, waiting for your update for Memories Cayo Largo. Yep. We're hoping to get there at some point. Oh, is it worth it? Premium at Carib. We always say it's worth it. Like, upgrade.
Okay. This is what you're going to get. Just the food on the beach and the alcohol you're going to get at Carib. I think it is, especially if you're right now, if they're giving premium away almost at the same cost. It's like $10 a week or $20 or $35 for the week. Do it.
Yeah.
Like, you're just going to have a better experience.
No.
You get to sit down, have a lunch on the beach. It's awesome.
Tammy's asking, are we not empty nesters yet? No, we are not.
No, we're actually looking for more kids, Tammy.
No, we're not. However, we've got one that has flown the coop. Second one, she's leaving in May. And that's going to be another adventure for Mike and I. Right?
Oh,
and then our youngest is still here with us.
We move out in the first year. Oh, my God.
Are we talking about your next adventure?
No.
Okay.
No, we're going to talk about... No, we're not going to talk about my next adventure because I just got home. I almost was looking at the deals. I just got home. It's like I need a break just for a little week.
You might stick around.
And then there's so much snow here. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, just shovel for me. That's good. Awesome.
Now, what I want to hear from people out here, because there's so many deals, is anyone really looking at the last minute? Does anyone like that? I posted something on my Facebook today. I might, what I'm going to start to do is I put it out there. I said, are you guys interested in seeing the deal of the day or the deal of the week?
Yeah.
And I think I had about 150 people say, oh yeah, bring it on, because I'm just so good at looking through it. And when I see a good top selling resort and it's on sale for less than $800 for 7 days, I'm going to post those so you guys can see them in real time. Because someone said, is it real time? I look at it.
Yeah, and then you post it.
I screenshot it. I fix it all up. I send it to Facebook. We're talking 15 minutes.
Yeah. Now the problem, not a problem, but it's just your location will matter because you're sending deals out of Toronto.
It's always Toronto. And I'm going
Right?
to start making sure it's from YYZ.
Yeah.
Always Toronto. Okay.
So that's important to know for some of you, right?
But I think it's fun for people because then you can see, like, really, I could have went for $700 or $800.
Yeah.
Like, that's a no-brainer, folks. I have to say this, and I run into a lot of people. Cuba is the best value-oriented tropical vacation in our hemisphere by far.
Hands down.
Hands down. Safety, proximity, beaches, culture, real culture.
Yeah, and someone mentioned
History.
earlier, they called it like a genuine experience. And I love that. That's such a great way to frame it because it is so genuine in terms of like it's real, it's raw, it's real.
Well, they have real history.
It's just
they have real culture.
Not like you know,
Made
some
up.
of the places we've gone to, you're at a resort. It's kind of like you're in, yeah, sure, you're in that tropical destination, but it's really kind of like you're just in this resort. You can be anywhere in the world.
It's
and
a
not
corporate.
know.
It's a corporate function.
Does that make sense? But when you are in Cuba, you definitely know you're in Cuba and you're having a genuine experience. I love that.
I think as well.
Not Americanized.
To add to your point, is because the people are so real.
They are.
And they can, if they're having a bad day,
Yeah.
if they're having a good day, you get to be a part of that.
Yeah.
And they're not scared to tell you. And it just takes it to a different level,
Yeah.
especially if you're people like us where we want to listen, we want to give, we
Yeah.
want to donate. Like, here, have some of this. Like, that makes it part of the experience.
Yes.
That takes it to a different
now,
level.
some people aren't interested in that.
And we're not telling you, we're just telling you what we do.
But they're not the people that are here. They're the
No.
people that are on our other platforms
Yeah.
yelling at us and telling us.
From Miami. You shouldn't be there. Okay, stop telling me what to do.
I love that when people want to tell us.
Yeah, tell us what to do.
Tell us
okay,
what to do.
really isn't
you
it called?
should do this.
I should do that. Okay. My mom knows the only one that tells me what I should do.
Okay, Finding Fish shirts. Yeah. I'm sorry I can't tell you if they'll be available April. Sorry. Like we've been that busy and we're sold out. And we're gonna do our best to restock some merch. We're not even sure what we're gonna restock.
Well, right now it's already February.
Yeah.
By the time I put an order in, let's say if I put an order in within 2 to 3 weeks, it's 6 weeks for them.
Yeah, and you won't be doing that anyway.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So typically, this is what I say about the orders, because we order always in late summer, and then we do one more order in fall, and then that's it, because we get so busy in December and January, and Jenny's busy at work, and I'm gone a lot. So unfortunately, we'll be doing a great big order for sure in the summer, and we will announce that. So September, we send out a lot of merchandise and our beach bags for people planning their tropical destinations. And then we start taking the pedal off. So we're not A, having all kinds of merchandise, and then B, having to deal with it when snowstorms,
I like
delays.
to do it in a time area. I can't do it all year now, but soon that'll change.
Because we did have to send out a lot.
Yeah. And someone loves my sweaters at Mike's Hamburger. It is. I borrowed.
Oh, there's Rossi.
Hey, Ross.
Here's Rossi.
Hi. Come on.
Now, let's quickly talk about that dog.
Oh, here goes the light.
Let's quickly talk about the dog that we actually put out that post. And we called her Nieves, Neve. And that dog got picked up the next day.
Here's Ross.
The people talked to the owner to say, listen, this dog is in serious need of attention. We're taking the dog. Are you okay with it? And then the owner said, that's fine. It needed eye surgeries and it needed a bunch of stuff. Jenny and I donated, a bunch of people donated, and they were grateful for that. And that dog, I don't know what's happened with it now.
We haven't had a recent update, but we didn't even know if she was going to be available for adoption.
But I want to say a shout out to all the people that are the flight angels that take medicines down for Paula, because Paula will give you a bag and it's all paid for. All you have to do is just drop it off. A car will pick it up when you get to Cayo Coco. All those people that do that, I want to say thank you, because I never really thought of that until after this dog experience, and I understand it now. I haven't been back to Keokoko, but if I have the opportunity, I will call Paula, and I'll take as many bags as you want, because I just know it has a massive impact on those animals and on the people that work there, because they have Cuban workers, they have donators. It just helps out. Like, it's just another layer of what Canadians do to help out the Cubans and the pets and everything that's going on in this country.
Yeah. There's lots of people asking about just saying that they see other finding fish beach bags, and
oh, that's nice.
That's just so cool.
I'm happy about
I love that. And I love my beach bag. I use it.
And I love the culture that we've created and the people and the mindset. I can go anywhere in Cuba except for Havana. I haven't run into too many people in Havana.
No, not Havana.
But anywhere else. And people will see me on beaches, buses, transfers, bars, and they want to just shoot the shit. It's cool. It's really mind-blowing, and I want to say thank you.
Yeah, that's amazing. This isn't the first person, but like Mike and I don't talk much about the mosquito virus. We have a lot of people that reach out to us, and we've had a lot of people in the chat put it in here and there. What's the update? We don't know the update, and I just want to be really clear. We're not trying to minimize that the Cuban people are suffering with that virus.
They are.
But it doesn't seem like travelers are struggling with it at resorts. It's not to say people might get it or might not get it, but in general, we haven't heard from any people that are traveling there that have caught the virus. The biggest piece to the virus is they don't have a medication to treat it,
or basic
like we do, right? Yeah. So that's why Mike and I started taking, lots of amounts of Advil, children's Advil, Tylenol.
Well, just look at the box down below us. It's crazy.
Those kinds of things. We have mosquito viruses in our own country. And so I'm not trying to minimize it, but we also aren't focusing on it. And we also are not studying it and researching it. So we're not the experts at all.
And I don't want to
do what is safe for you.
And I don't want to give misinformation.
No, we don't. And so those are decisions. We just keep saying, make those decisions, do your homework, that kind of thing.
But right now, they call this in Cuba, it's their winter. So actually, mosquitoes are not as bad as they were in September, October, August.
Yeah.
That is a fact. And there's not as many Cubans, so I've heard, as there was in September, October, November. There's still lots of people.
You were there a few times and you were like, Jenny, they're bad here.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
But things are not as crazy now. Not only that, it's been windy down in Cuba. I have to be totally honest with you. When you have the vicious winds like last week in Havana, we're talking tropical winds. I showed the pictures. So
come on in.
Oh, Evie's coming in.
Evie's coming in.
This is our daughter.
Hey.
This is our daughter. She's 23.
This is our baby girl.
She wanted to come into our live.
You're going to bed
now it's family time. Evie's going to bed. It's like 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's not. It's 8 o'clock.
Oh, it's so
I was
nice
watching from upstairs.
Oh, that's fun. We should have given you a shout out. Anyway.
There's Evie.
Okay, we'll be up soon, babe.
That's our middle child.
Actually, I read a stat that the middle child is getting fewer and fewer because more people are only having 1 or 2 children. And then it says, isn't that such a middle child thing?
Fact. Yeah, that's a middle child
But there are no more middle children.
Can you just do me a favor? Pass me that box right beside you.
Oh, yeah, I can.
Because
anyway, we were talking about that. This stuff's going to fall all out.
Benadryl, all that. But my next couple of and I have to say, these are private donations, okay, that people give to me. And these are some of the things that I'm going to be taking down with me.
Grab gastro liquid.
Especially lots of stuff for juniors.
Lots of junior Advils.
And the person that gives me this does not want to be mentioned at all, so I will respect that 100%.
Yeah, totally.
And
very generous.
But I want to say, I give these out to anybody. And it's been awesome.
Cold and flu.
Even in Havana, I gave some of the stuff out. I took it with me. And you really know when you get a thank you. It's just a really what is this? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's a different thank you.
Yeah.
And I have to thank the person that gives it to me because I can't take the thanks. It's a gift, and I'm just happy to be the transporter.
Right.
So anyway, those things go they really do help people out.
Yeah,
So
and someone is saying this is what I do. It's Neil, long pants in the evening, bug spray, same stuff we do in Ontario. Totally
totally.
true. Like if you go out in the early morning for coffee, I try to wear
Thanks,
long
Danny.
pants because they tend to like my legs. But anyway, that was in the chat, and I just wanted to make sure we said something. But
I just want to ask Just Heart. He just got home. Perla Blanca. Someone's asking me, how was Perla Blanca? You just got home. Can you just say good, bad, ugly?
yeah,
Because people are just asking, and I know you were just there for 2 weeks.
yeah. And Yuppie, if your wife is nervous to go, what would be my favorite spot?
What is she nervous about?
In
I
Ko Coco?
want to know what you're nervous
Yeah,
about.
tell us more. What's she nervous about? Mike had a great time at the Melia, and that is adults only. Melia Ko Coco.
But I was at Melia. I was at Costa Rey. I was in that whole district.
Yeah.
The mosquitoes were bad in September, October. But listen, I've been all over Cuba, and the mosquitoes are not as bad as they were
Yeah.
then.
What is your second favorite budget destination other than Cuba in the Caribbean?
Budget destination.
Well, we don't have one.
It's like there's no.
We love Barbados, but it's not budget.
budget.
So that's our second. I don't know. But Barbados is close to Cuba.
Like I was in DR last year. And let's just talk about this. I was in DR, had a good time. But the beaches are not like Cuba. Like,
No.
I'm sorry, I have to say that.
Yeah.
The food quality was slightly better. But listen, I would always rather give up food quality for a better beach and not
that's
being
awesome.
bothered on a beach. Because when I was in the DR, it's like the people that were selling me stuff were kind of aggressive. I'm not used to that.
Right. She's nervous about the food and catching an illness. I'm going to tell you, I am a sensitive stomach when it comes to food, and you can eat safely there. I don't eat a lot of the salads or fruits.
Anything that's touched with your hand.
I just stick to rice and
Cooked
chicken, pork, cooked things.
If it's your first time, I would do that. I wouldn't go adventuring into big
eggs.
salads and
just be cautious.
Fruity drinks. Don't do that.
I don't drink any of the fruity alcohol drinks ever.
People always get sick from that. Our son did. It's just a train wreck.
I don't do any of that. But like if you're not feeling good, because I have been there and not felt good, you can make some toast. I take my own peanut butter. There's lots of things you can do. Catching the virus, I don't. If she's worried about that, I don't know what to tell you.
I think that's such a personal thing.
Totally.
But
yeah.
Buddy Weiser,
Budweiser.
he's been a subscriber and a fan for a long time. My cousin and his wife are down. First trip to Cuba, Hogan. They're having a wonderful time.
That's awesome.
Where are they, buddy? Which resort are they at? I'd love to know that. Okay.
Yeah. Shouldn't be nervous. Just returned from crib. Go for premium.
Yeah, there you go. Right. That's one thing that Toast I love about this.
I do that all the time.
And Facebook is hopefully those. It'll be people answering other people's questions.
Yeah.
Especially people that have just been there.
Yeah, and we're really trying to grow Mike's Facebook page. Finding Fish is growing not as rapidly as Mike Fisher, and we're really trying to make that a really safe platform for people to ask questions and not get attacked.
Yeah.
So
because asking sensible questions and getting sensible answers from people with just common sense.
Totally.
And in a safe platform, because I can manage it.
Yeah.
And I don't mind people being slightly negative if it's real. But I always like to say, bring a date then if you have something negative to say. How about a few pictures?
Yes, because we were going to share.
Time frames.
I think it's fair to share. We got a message last night, a person who was super negative. She was claiming to be there the same time as you.
Yes.
And you had said the buffet was solid. So, she said there was nothing at the buffet.
And no, there was no drinks. There's no this, no that. She goes, I was there for 3 days and left. She was making it seem like she was just there. I said, that's so funny because I just left yesterday. And then I still have friends there right now, like friends that I actually know from my community. Yes. And they're still having a great time. A couple of minutes later, the sentence comes up. Oh, sorry, this was last January. That is the stuff that I want to eliminate is the misinformation bullshit that goes on at some of these sites. I've had enough of it. Like bring just actual facts so everyone can actually navigate their upcoming travel experience.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of great stuff here. Gotta admit, I'm looking for a backup destination.
Too bad the airlines wouldn't allow people to bring meds without charging them
They
extra for
might
baggage.
sometimes, though. No,
You know what I do?
I feel like we've
I'm going
done
to tell
it.
you, this is what I do, folks. I put this into a Foodland bag that I buy for 35 cents.
And he just carries it.
And I bring a couple of, I don't overfill it. I just bring it on like I'm walking in with groceries. I've never had a problem with it. I bring my backpack and I bring that little
bag.
thing and I go through customs. They quickly look at it because there's not a lot in there. Like I don't bring 50 items. I bring 20 or 15 items.
Yeah.
And then I'll do it the next week. So I don't get flagged and I haven't had a problem thus far.
Now I understand it. If you're only going once a year, you want to take all kinds of stuff, and so it does maybe come with a cost.
But I do get flagged quite often, and then they still go through all my stuff. But I don't have excessive amounts of things because I know it turns into a nightmare.
Hey, Mike, did you like Mexico? We haven't been to Mexico in a while. We
in
liked
a couple
it.
Years.
We liked it.
We haven't been to Mexico since I started the channel.
No, we haven't actually. We took our kids there a couple of times.
Sorry. Call ahead to the airline at least a week. I don't even have time for that because I'm only home for 2 days, then I'm flying out again.
Yeah, I'm not home very often.
I'm not home that often, and I don't have that much time to go wait on hold. Like I just do what I do because it works for me, and I only do what works for me, and you only do what works for you. If you call the airline and want to set it all up, that's amazing. I'm not saying good or bad. I'm just saying I do what I do because it works for me.
Yes, sometimes people do complain about anything. Never happy.
This is a problem I ran into in Havana.
Yeah.
Because I was supposed to fly home and I didn't. I did bring quite a bit of Canadian money just because I just did for some reason. And but my American, I only had so much. And when I got to Havana, I was getting a little tight on American, and so I had big bills. And so I said, like, I want to trade some money. None of the workers at the hotel even really had anything.
Right.
So if you're going to Havana, lots of small bills, not like Veradero or Coco, where you can take a 20 or a 50 and get change in a heartbeat.
No.
Havana, hard to get change.
Looking forward to
I felt so bad because I hate it when I don't have American, especially for those people that really want American. So
yeah. Have you been to Hotel Sol Carib? I don't think you have.
Sol Carib.
Hotel
Which
Sol
one is
Carib
it? It's in
Beach.
Veradero? It's right beside the International. I think is it the adults only? Can you just yes. Is it from the same person? Yes. I haven't been there because it's right by the Solimar. It's right by the International. I know exactly where it is. Sometimes it's really well priced. Obviously, you're going to that resort because you want to walk into town.
Right.
I might do it one day. I might go there. I might check it out. Just because the proximity.
Mexico beaches and prices. We don't know. We're not up to date on Mexico.
Yeah,
so
I'm not doing Mexico. Mexico's double.
Do your homework. We haven't been there in a long time. I can't even remember the year we were there.
No, and I don't look at prices on Mexico anymore. No. Starfish Cuatro Palmas in Veradero. People ask me about this all the time. Going to those econo rooms.
Right.
Those econo rooms are down the road across. I think people get lured into thinking, oh, this is only $100 a night or something. Listen, it's going to be budget.
Yeah, it is budget.
Wrap your head. If you're
okay with budget,
if you're okay to a dorm room style, that's what it's going to be like. Okay.
Yeah. 100 to go for
Sol Palmera, Sol Veradero is adults only. Yeah, I remember that because I just drove by it and I thought I want to check that place out because it looked nice.
Royalton Cayos Santa Maria. You love it there.
The Royalton Cayos Santa Maria. It was packed last time I was there.
And the beach out front.
It's beautiful.
It's amazing.
And it's busy, and people were having a good time when I've run into people about the Royalton. They're having a great time. Royalton knows what to do now. They know feed people, give them lots of alcohol, keep the place clean, and that's what they seem to be doing.
Yeah. Any reason you haven't been to Playa Vista Azul?
I just haven't made it there. I haven't made it that one.
I say to Mike all the time when he comes home, I'm like, there are so many resorts in Cuba.
Well, there's 60.
There's so many.
60 in Veradero or 69.
I always think, oh, he's been to so many, but there's so many there.
Play a luxury Kale
Kale
Guillermo.
Guillermo.
So it's just right now for me to get my return. It's just so overpriced for when I
Yeah.
wanted to go. It's hard for me to choke down. Like I think it's just really excessive. So I'll just wait for that one
Yeah,
to
yeah.
kind of peter down, and I'll go take a look at it.
Have you ever heard of Canadians volunteering in Cuba?
All the time.
Yeah, all the time. We met a woman who was volunteering at Cayo Largo, right at she was helping with the hatching of the turtles.
People bringing down medical supplies, going to churches, they're going to
long
donate.
term, I don't know. I'm sure. I don't know. I'd love to be able to volunteer somewhere.
You could do all kinds of things. You
we'll
could go
find
and take medical supplies down. You go to hospitals. You go to orphanages.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of people doing big groups like that. They stay at resorts. All the women, like a lot of big women groups, go down and they just huddle together with all the stuff and they go have a blast.
That's good. Yeah. So when you find out, let me know, Tammy.
Did you mention something about Cayo Largo earlier? Yeah, we're going to go. Cayo Largo just opened up for people in Ontario starting in January. Jenny wants to go. We'll probably go back, hopefully, this calendar year.
We'll try.
We're going to try.
We're pretty busy. We got lots of things going on. You guys are great reading and responding. Thank you. It's hard, right?
Yeah, because these comments go by really fast.
We're trying to look in the camera. We're trying to read. But anyway, this has been a great chat. We've covered everything on our list.
Yeah.
You want to say?
Here, right here. I volunteered at the Donkey Sanctuary in Antigua.
Curious how to find for Cuba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just type it in. Go to Google. Volunteering in Cuba. See what happens.
Yeah. Cayo Largo 17 times.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Ever been to Paradisius Veradero? No, I haven't. It was on sale so cheap in the fall. I missed it. It was on for like $505 for a 4-day. And it was like, holy smokes, I should have done it.
You should have, but are you going to do a review of Gran Muthu Ensenada?
Working on it right now. It's probably going to be out next Saturday.
Yeah.
This Saturday's video, sorry I didn't put the video out. I was in Cuba and my computer was stalling out. I couldn't send anything home. So this Saturday is going to be Aston Costa Verde. The next Saturday is going to be Gran Muthu Ensenada. And then the final after that, the other Saturday is going to be Azul. And then the top's going to be in there too. I'm working on the top 5.
Yeah, how's your mom? How are our moms?
Our moms, I just saw my mom the other day. I took her. She wanted a poutine from McDonald's. So I had to go get her a poutine. Yeah. And she said it was salty.
Yeah. My mom she's okay.
And guys. Jenny's mom's okay.
She's lonesome. Do you guys do any winter activities?
Winter activities?
Well, no.
I shovel snow when I come home.
Yeah. I work out every day, but that's not a winter activity. That's in my house. And Mike and I used to be avid skiers, but we don't ski anymore. We do a lot of walking. I shouldn't say it. Like we get outside and stuff. And then the other message looks like Roscoe knows you. So the other message was, Mike, where is Jen going with you next? We don't really. Do we know?
Well, we don't know yet. We don't know.
We don't know yet. I'll be going with them somewhere. Sometimes when I get home, especially if I've had the flu, which I did at the beginning of Portugal, I say to everyone in the family, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying home.
Oh, yeah.
And I missed Roscoe. I missed the dog.
We did.
And so I'm like just staying put for a little bit. And I like to get back into my routine. And
can we talk about?
You can talk about what?
The Portugal. And you had the flu?
Yeah.
And then I got the flu?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Keep it PG.
Okay, I'm going to keep it PG. I got the flu at the very end of the trip.
I had it at the beginning, but I had it at the end.
Horrible. The last day, horrible. And then we had to fly home. I'm like, I don't know if I can fly home. And oh my gosh, 9 hours on a plane with the flu.
It's awful. I actually didn't even know if I would make it onto the plane. There was a moment where Mike looked at me and he said,
like, Jen, you coming?
He's like, babe, if you can't.
Up.
Oh, we are frozen. If you can't go on the plane, we could go home right now. The kids can go to Portugal. And there was a moment where I was like, I think I might take him up on this. I don't think I can get on this plane sick, but I did. And I made it. And you know what? We made it. We made it through.
Painful.
I slept the whole flight, had tons of electrolytes. The kids looked after me. I was sitting with my daughter and I got there and we just pushed through, as you do, right?
As you do.
No more skiing. How come? Mostly because Mike's never here.
Yeah.
And you know what? I might get some skis on. I don't know. I'm a little nervous about an injury. I just don't want to be injured at this stage of my life. But I was an avid skier. I was a racer, and we were both avid skiers. So, but now it just becomes prioritized. I like to walk, and I like to do things that are really safe.
The One Gallery Thoughts. I think a lot of people have made reviews on that, and people love it. You want me to make a review? People put that in the comments if I should go. I think there's enough reviews on it.
That's so nice.
Sometimes I don't go to resorts. Like I won't ever go up to that one resort in the Grand Mutu. There's been so many reviews on it. I don't need to go back up there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I stay away from those resorts. I like to go to resorts that other people won't touch. And, even if it's a 3.5 star, and I'll do those. But I like to just bounce all over the place.
Oh, that's so interesting. Someone's asking about eSIM. We don't use eSIM right now, but we might be soon.
Yes. But can I talk about this?
Yeah.
So I ran into a person and you can go to Veradero or you can go into Cuba at the airport. Sometimes they offer like a crazy deal, like $7. They give you a card and you get like 3 gigs and you get you can do 150 messages. Sometimes that might work out for someone. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say, well, you do the roaming or you can do this on your phone. But for me, I don't want to do that. But there's a new program in Cuba. I think you get 30 days, 10 gigs for $31. That's a good deal.
That's a good deal.
Or you can just attach your phone and use your phone, but that's $20 a day for roaming.
And we just found this year more than ever, like the last 4 months, the more traveling Mike has been doing, and now that I'm going to be doing a lot more with him, we're going to start investigating all of this stuff because we'll need it more. And
also it's a business, so we got to keep our costs in line too, because this does come at a huge cost of what we do. So you know,
ski hills in Ontario, not great. No, they've got some great hills here for sure.
Iberostar Playa Pilar. Is it worth going to? Tell me. You tell me. It's not really on my radar. Like I said, I'm not really digging the Iberostars.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion. I've been to quite a few of them.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, you'll meet us on a beach, I'm sure, somewhere. And you know what?
What about Club Amigo and Con? I was there. I went and checked it out.
How do you say that again?
Cienfuegos, low end. People go there and they go for the 30 days. It is low end, but I'm going to tell you this. It's got a beautiful pool. I was there last year. I did a walking tour of it. The lobby area is really old, but it's really clean and really good. It's got a great lobby bar. The beach is beautiful. It's an old granular sand beach, but it's that old vibe. The structure needs to be updated and it needs to be cleaned up, but people overlook that and they have a good time there. So if you're that type of person that wants to pay $600, $700 and go for 10 days, that's why people go there, right? I think they got a good pizzeria there, if I remember. Their snack bar.
I think we're going to wrap it up because I'm tired now. I need to get going. But have you ever been to Aruba? No.
No.
And are you retiring, Jen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I am. Sometime this year, hopefully. And holy moly, talking tonight. Love it. So nice, eh?
Yes. We are thinking of doing one more live stream next Wednesday at 7 p.m. the same time. So listen, if we didn't get anything answered in this one, write down your question.
We'll be back.
Because let's really utilize the screen here
chat
to answer the questions and put the questions out and get them so people can answer the questions for everybody.
Yeah.
Because I think that is so helpful for people.
Can we answer one more question?
Sure.
Ever been to a resort and couldn't wait to leave? Yes.
Which one? You want to name it?
Well, yeah.
Name it.
Why not? I'm transparent. I did not enjoy my time the last time we were at the El Patricia.
Well, let's talk about it.
We had a great time there before. We took my parents and the kids.
Well, let's talk about it gently.
To be honest.
Let's be honest.
I don't know if it was that Mike was just starting to get big and they knew who he was and they were acting a little strange.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know because the customer service was terrible for us.
Customer service was terrible. I didn't feel safe like in a weird way. I felt safe. Like I just felt like they were spying on
Yeah,
you.
I think
It
our
was
I
weird.
felt our items weren't safe.
I didn't. Yeah.
That's what I felt. And
And-
we don't talk about that too often because that's up to yourself, right?
Yeah.
But the resort was kind of really paying a lot of attention to us, and we were like wondering why.
It just was.
And
I say that with like, I don't know. I don't want to,
we don't want to badmouth the
No,
resort.
I
It was
don't.
just an experience that we had.
but I just couldn't wait to come home.
It just rubbed us the wrong way. When
Yeah.
Jenny and I rubbed each other the wrong way, we're like, we still look for the bright spots.
I
We
did.
still had a great time at the beach bar.
And I love their coffee shop.
And the 24
Yeah.
hours was good.
But
and then we just wrote off everything else. We're like,
Yeah.
we won't be back.
Yeah.
We won't be back.
I just wouldn't go back. But other people might love it and might have their people there, and it might be amazing for them. But it was
Been
a
there
4-day,
was weird. Yeah.
and I wanted to come home.
But that's just our personal opinion. But I've
But
been
that's
to
rare.
we've
It's
been
rare.
we've been a lot of resorts.
Yes.
Is that the dog?
Roscoe's back. He's
But,
ready for bed.
We have to be transparent, and we just have to say
Yeah.
that maybe it was
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff from PEI, how's the weather out there? Is it
Oh.
bad like here?
I bet it's snowy.
Spent 15
Headed to
Montreal.
Cayo Largo on Tuesday
spent $1,500 plus for 2 weekends.
for 2 on a weekend in Montreal.
In Montreal, $1,500.
Yeah.
So Cuba is value for money.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing, guys.
Well, I just
So-
took McDonald's to my mom's. I don't want to tell you what we spent on that. It's
Yeah.
like, geez, man, really?
Yeah, see, look at us two had an off time. I wonder if it's just the management there and they just need to
Well,
tighten
listen,
a few things up.
I'm going to say right this. They can't afford to have an off time at any resort in Cuba right now because these platforms and people saying things goes so far.
Yeah.
They need to have positive comments and positive experiences for people.
Yeah.
That's why we're telling it here. Not to badmouth the resort, but hey, man, you maybe need to look at yourself and just change a few things.
Change
That's
a few
it.
things. That would be
That's
great.
it.
Yeah.
Besides, that's awesome. Great beach.
Anyway, over and out because I got to go to bed.
I just want to say thanks to all our Patreons out there
Yes.
that like and help us and pay and give us
Amazing.
donations. Thank you very much. Thanks to Steve from Texas. He's one of our biggest Patreons. He's one of
Yes.
our oldest Patreons. He's been with us the longest. Steve, thank you very much. And
Yeah.
to everyone else, thank you. I want to say thank you to all our subscribers. Robert, Ross, I want to say thank you to all you guys. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate everyone that comes on a Wednesday at 7. Tammy, Cheryl, Nate,
Wednesday
Candace,
at 7. Good for all of
Bill,
us.
Robert, Buddy Weiser,
Yeah.
Derek, Jill. Thank you for your time. I appreciate
Have
you
a
so
good
much.
night. Have a good sleep. Happy shoveling to those who are getting all the snow.
Don't get a hernia. And guess what? We're going to see you in the next video.
We'll see you next week.
Ciao.
Good night.
I appreciate your time.